In this video, I'm gonna break down what 2024 was like and what you can expect in 2025. Buckle up, let's get into it. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Jesse Carroll. If you're new here, please subscribe, hit that like button. Please, I'm so polite. Hit the like button and share it with somebody you like. I was gonna do another video about traveling and recording on the road, but actually I thought it'd be great since we're almost at the end of the year just to recap 2024. I forgot the year for a second. And what we can expect in 2025. All right, so it's funny now that AI is like a thing now, you know? Now we've got like a really good look at what it does, what it is, what to expect. And clients hate it. They tell me all the time. They're using AI for scratch tracks. That's it. They'll give you an example of the pacing, but they want more authentic and real reads. And on that subject of authentic and real reads, one trend that I'm seeing that's happening for 2025 that's kind of making a bit of a comeback is the announcer read. So brush up on all your announcer style reads, everybody, because this thing is making a comeback. So what's an announcer style read? It's when you're like being a little bit boisterous, gregarious, raising your voice a little bit, like kind of like how I'm doing it right now, being a bit of an announcer. Authentic reads are much more subtle. They're just you talking, like as if you're talking to one of your best friends. But anyways, yeah, I'm getting a lot of requests for a lot more announcer reads these days. So it's definitely something that I'm including in my demos now when I'm sending them out to people. So that's something you should be aware of. Now, in terms of areas that you need to be aware of in VoiceOver that are growing, some are shrinking. You know, I'm doing a lot more commercials than I've ever done before. I don't find that that's shrinking at all, but what I am finding is that the life of those commercials is a lot less. Meaning, you know, I'm not getting as many clients that will book me for a year or longer. Now it's, you know, a few months to a few weeks at a time. People are turning around online ads like crazy. If you've ever done any online ads for yourself, then you'll see that, you know, you have to test a lot of these different things. And what they'll do is they'll often hire voice actors, different ones, to test different spots. So I do find that ads are turning around a lot more quickly. People are more reluctant to do long-term ones, but clients are also asking for your firstborn child in contract. So be aware of that. Even though they'll only use it for a few weeks, they're going to try and lock you into an in perpetuity contract. Of course, they're probably not going to use it that long, but you got to be careful. I myself had my voice stolen by a major company that I'm in legal battles with right now, so I can't really talk about. And I didn't sign a contract, and I'm glad that I didn't, because they have been using this thing in broadcast, TV, all across sports channels, and it's you know, it's a thing you got to be aware of. And yeah, so just don't sign any in perpetuity contracts. What else can I tell you about 2024? My voiceover business is stronger than it's ever been. I've done a lot more coaching, as you guys know if you're watching this channel, but my voiceover business is growing strong as well. It's not shrunk. Every single year it seems to be growing a little bit more, but this year was exponential. And I think that might be partially to do with how much I'm putting myself out there on social media. I'm doing a lot of stuff on LinkedIn, on Instagram, if you follow me there. It's Jesse at Jesse Carroll, or our company at VoiceOver School, at VoiceOver_School. You can follow us there. I'm doing a lot of YouTube stuff, obviously, and I'm finding that my clients are actually watching my how to do voiceover videos, you know, and they're spreading them around to their colleagues, and I'm getting a lot more straight up bookings, you know, without auditions, which is the dream, right? How cool is it to wake up in the morning and get an offer in your inbox? My point of saying that is start getting out there. Start putting yourself out there on social media. You know, you'll be surprised if you're doing a good job and you're investing in yourself and your voiceover skills, the clients are going to come find you. There's a really good book out there called They Ask You Answer. I think that's what it's called. They Ask You Answer? Let's find out. They Ask You Answer by Marcus Sheridan. And if I could just like sum the book up, it's basically answer questions that your clients may have that will lead them to you, but post it on your website, social media, blogs, all that kind of stuff. For instance, for voiceover, you know, you could write a blog or put on social media how to hire a voice actor, how to direct a voice actor, how to pay a voice actor. I mean, use ChatGPT, come up with a million different questions. And those are things that people that might hire you are Googling on the internet, and then your name might pop up. I'm just saying social media is a thing, and it's definitely helped me a lot this year. So jump on board with it. As far as pay-to-play sites are concerned in 2024, my booking ratio did drop a little bit this year. Is it due to oversaturation? Maybe, but it might also be due to shifting changes in the market, or the fact that my voice is getting older. I don't sound as young as I used to, so that might be a thing. But it's funny. when you're doing voiceover, you know, when it rains, it pours. It's kind of cyclical. You'll have times where you just seem to be getting so much work, and then things will dry up for a little bit, and then you'll get work again. So don't drive yourself insane if you're having a tough time right now. Everybody goes through it. This is one of my biggest years, but I definitely had a couple months where I was like, what the hell am I doing wrong? Or maybe a couple of weeks. But yeah, what goes around comes around. Does that make sense for what I was saying? Back to pay-to-play sites. Are they oversaturated? I don't think so. You know, there's a lot more people signing up due to me making content like this, but everybody's getting work. I mean, at least the people I'm working with. You know, the people that complain about pay-to-play sites being oversaturated and not a viable way to make money, they're just watching other YouTubers that are negative about it, and they're not investing in themselves and learning how these sites actually work. There is a specific way that voices.com and Voice123 work, and you need to know how they work. If you don't, you're just leaving money on the table, and you don't have an accurate picture of how these sites actually work and how to take advantage of them for your own good and for your own bookings. Voices.com, one thing I'll say in 2024, when you're starting on Voices.com, they've made it harder for you. They have. Back even a year ago, when you signed up to that platform as a new voice actor, you could expect anywhere from 15 to 20, maybe even a little bit more auditions in a day. That's not the case anymore. When you sign up on those sites now, they're going to give you maybe like between 4 and 7 auditions a day, so they've greatly reduced it. But when you start booking and you start getting shortlists and all that, that sends a message to the algorithm that you are a bookable voice actor, and it will send you more auditions. So just because you're getting a few in the beginning doesn't mean it's going to stay that way. And I think they're always trying to tinker with stuff on voices.com. The one thing about voices.com that you can be sure of is that they are consistently inconsistent. That's why I always say that's the best place to start. Just to start, you get some skin in the game, you get your feet wet, you learn how to work with the client, you learn how to do a job, hopefully how to do auditions, all that kind of stuff, but you don't have to worry about invoicing and all that kind of jazz. But the goal is, as soon as you get comfortable on there and you're getting some good feedback, move over to Voice123. It's a far superior platform now. Voices.com, it's still very viable. I'll make a lot of money there, but they have been kind of running it in the wrong direction. Hopefully they'll steer it back in the other way. Voice123 is going really strong, and I'm going to be investing more and more of my time into that in 2025. I almost said 2023. 2025. I'm a platinum voice actor on there, but yeah, I think now I probably make more on Voice123, especially when you take into account that when you book work on Voice123, you can keep contacting that client. On Voices.com, you can't contact them off the platform because Voices is very, very greedy, and they want to keep all the money. They don't want you contacting any of your clients off platform. They want all of it. So on Voice123, not greedy. As soon as you book a client, you can contact that client forever and ever and ever until they block your email if you want. And the result of that is, you know, you get a lot of repeat work, or at least I do. There's certain things you can do to ensure that you stay in touch with the clients. For like one, you can add them on social media. I know in the past, last year when I did the top casting sites of 2024, that was a year ago now, I talked about how aside from Voices.com and Voice123, you could look at VO Planet. And, you know, VO Planet, they've shrunk their auditions. I really like the people that run the site. I think they have great budgets when the auditions do come through, but they're just too few. And I've noticed that a lot of you guys are signing up on Voices.com on my recommendation. That's cool, but you're doing it in place of the other things. When I said to get on VO Planet, that wasn't in place of Voices.com or Voice123. That's to add to it if you want to get some extra auditions and some possible high budget bookings that might come through on the site. But there is a lot less auditions that come through on that site now. So I'd probably just stick to, in 2025, I would suggest just sticking to Voices.com, Voice123, getting a website, getting a professional demo done, drop some money on it, get a really good one done, and go to a guy like JMC Demos or Ear Blowing Audio or Mark Grau. One of those guys are going to set you up really, really good, and you take that professional demo and you go get agents. The thing about agents is that they can get you access to really high paying jobs that you wouldn't be able to get on your own. Like for instance, for Backroad Truckers, I got that through my agent. That I wouldn't have had access to that one on pay to play. So it's kind of, for me, it's a 3-pronged strategy. Voices.com, Voice123, and agents. That is the strategy for 2025. And on that note, in 2025, you may be asking, how much do agents play into my voiceover career? You know, it depends on the year. Not a huge amount, to be quite honest. Every now and then I'll get like a really big booking that can be great to supplement my income, but the vast majority of it comes from pay-to-play sites. Don't believe the hype when people tell you that they're oversaturated, you're at a cattle call audition, there's gonna be hundreds of people. When you get an audition with an agent, you'll have way more competition for an audition. It'll be more than 100. And you're competing against the best of the best. The competition through an agent is way stiffer than pay to play. Pay to play is easy pickings compared to an agent. But you need them all. You want to try and get everything you can. I'd stay away from Fiverr. Well, listen, like I said before, you don't have to stay away from it. Just make a profile and forget about it. But don't put all your time into it. I see way too many of you guys getting frustrated because you've been on Fiverr only for a year and it's not getting traction. Well, like, just make a profile and forget about it and then move on to the rest of the stuff that does work. I don't see Upwork as viable, or what is the other one? People per hour, something like that in the UK. I've tried it. Doesn't really work. Just stick to what we know that works. Voices.com, Voice123, getting an agent or multiple agents. That's what's up. Now, what are some personal wins I've had this year? Aside from my voiceover business growing, the coaching business has really taken off. You know, it's so funny when I think back, like, I've been coaching friends for a while now, but when I started to like actually do this professionally and put myself out there a year and a half ago, I got attacked by a lot of the other YouTube coaches. A lot of people saying some not so nice stuff about me. And you know, it's like anything. In the beginning, people are going to make fun of you. They're going to doubt you. Then they're going to fear you. Then they're going to respect you. And I feel like I've gotten a lot of respect this year because I've had students like start from zero, go full time in 6 months, get nominated for awards. Currently, like in my community, in my course, people are booking almost every single day. It's really taken off, you guys. And one thing that's really kept me going is all your feedback. And thank you all who've seen this channel grow and me grow from, like, you know, what was it? Like this time last year, I think I had 100 followers on, or 100 subscribers. I had 100 subscribers, I think maybe 150 this time last year. Now I've got, what are we at? Like almost 16,000. It's really taken off, and it's all to you guys. Thank you so much. And you know, you've really made it worth it. And I just love watching any of my students watching. I love watching your growth. I love watching you succeed. I love watching it when you beat me out for a job. That's really fun. So yeah, let's keep kicking ass for 2025. AI is not taking over anytime soon. In fact, the one thing I've found, which is really cool about AI, is it actually can help you in your voiceover career if you know how to use it. You can use it to tag your demos, and on voices.com, you can use it to find out which are the most search tag words for your type of voice. You can use it to write email templates if you're into the whole marketing thing, direct marketing. I don't really do it, but you know, there's a lot of ways. You can write your bios for online casting using SEO keywords. So AI has been a really cool development on the administrative side of voiceover. But as far as taking over the voiceover world, everybody freaked out for about 6 months, and it's just like, it's not gonna happen. Brands invest so much money into these ad campaigns. The voiceover isn't that much of an expense for them, considering they're spending like hundreds of thousands of dollars a month on their ad campaigns for the big brands. And even the smaller brands, like thousands a month. You think they're gonna risk their whole campaign, like minimum of 6 figures over the course of a year, to save a couple $100 on a voiceover or $1,000 on a voiceover? It's never gonna happen. So not taking over. In fact, it's probably gonna help us in the long run. So 2025 is looking bright, you guys. The one last thing I'll say here is, again, thank you so much, everybody, following me and subscribing and encouraging me to keep going with all this stuff. You know, you really make this worth it. So thank you so much. If you are looking to get into voiceover, or you're looking to book more, maybe you are a working professional and you've seen your business decline, just shoot me a message. Or if you check the links below, you can see all the ways you can get in touch with me. You can set up a free 15-minute call. It's free to talk about the different ways to work with me and join my community. It's awesome. I have 2 communities. I got my free community, and then I got my paid community, VoiceOver School. In VoiceOver School, people are working every day. We're really involved. If you like my videos and you want to talk with me on a daily basis, that's how you do it. Minimal investment, so compared to what you're getting out of it, and you're gonna get work. That's it. That's me plugging myself. I'm gonna do one more video before the end of the year, and I'm gonna give you guys the try booth video. I didn't do it in this one because I got access to this beautiful studio, Parallel Studios in Detroit, and I wanted to, it would have been weird if I had set up the try booth inside of a studio that already works. So that's it. That's all, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, subscribing. I already said that, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.